Good morning. Hello, hello. Hi. Good morning. All right. So we'll wait a couple minutes just to see if there's anybody else who pops in, and we should be good to get started here in a little bit. That is going to die. I need to grab a different piece of paper because my iPad is dead. So, un momento, por favor. All right. Okay. So nobody's hopped on yet. So, of you all lovely people, who wants to be coached? What do you want to get coached on? Okay. What do you want to get coached on? You can come off mute because we can do that now.
Okay, awesome. Hi, it's been a while since I've been in this space.
Yeah.
Something just told me I feel like I needed to be on here. This morning, just dropped a client of mine that's been working with me for 5 years. She's done this before where she'll tell me that she wants to quit working with me or not come to the retreat like the day before the retreat. And every single time I've done this thing where I like convince her to stay, I coach her through it. I'm like, come on, like, don't give up on yourself. Cause she starts to she'll quit, but then she'll say these like really self-deprecating things like, oh, I'm a failure. I suck. Like, I'm not worthy of this coaching and all this. So this year, she did this yesterday. She's been expressing that she's been having suicidal thoughts for the last 2 weeks. And it's just made me so uncomfortable because I'm like, that's not what coaching is for. Like, she's going into more of the non-functioning way.
Mhm.
Like, she can't really hold her relationships. She hasn't been able to stick to her goals to get a job for over a year now, for over a year. She hasn't had a job. And she sold her house, paid for me in full this year. And I felt so like I felt a lot of fear yesterday because when my sister was suicidal, I felt like it was my job to keep her alive. And like if I missed a call of hers, that she was going to do it and it was going to be my fault because I wasn't her emotional support. So I kind of feel this pattern is like coming back up with this client, Debbie. But this morning I broke the pattern. I sent her this message that ChatGPT helped me write because in my contracts, I say that, like, you don't get a refund if, like, either you're a difficult client or if you quit on your own. And she's
Mhm.
continuously quitting on her own. But this time I broke the pattern by not convincing her. I just told her I respect her decision. And hope she gets I pointed her towards some psychiatric help. And I just feel like for me, still what's coming up is like, what if she does it? Is it going to be my fault?
Okay.
Like, what if now she's definitely going to do it because I gave up on her, quote unquote, is how I'm seeing it. Even though I feel like logically right now, my conscious mind is fighting because I think my conscious mind can finally get to the conclusion that, like, this is the best thing for her. Like, this will probably actually save her because I think the coaching is just bringing up too much stuff for her to look at and she's not ready.
Mhm.
But then my unconscious is like, no, this is what if she kills herself? And now it's definitely my fault because I didn't chase her. She has a pattern where she wants the attention and she wants to be chased. And I'm just done giving into that with her and with multiple people in my life. It's oh my God, I'm getting angry because I hate that multiple people in my life throughout my life, exes, my sister, expect me to be the one that speaks life into them. And like, I feel like it's my job to keep them alive.
Okay. Okay. So, what would you like to have at the end of this call today?
I just want to feel free about this decision. I want to feel that it's not my job to keep people alive. I want to feel that people can live on their own and my mind can actually accept that. And if they make decisions that are this extreme, that's not on me.
Okay. So knowing that, what would that make you feel? What would that give you?
Freedom. I would have space for clients that are more aligned because I've attracted multiple clients like this. So now I feel like I'm actually getting to a place where I'm having a lot of self-responsible clients. And I'm actually starting to have group programs where it's less, I feel less like it's my responsibility. So I just feel like free. I would have more space for the more aligned clients, which would make me feel joy and happiness in my business. And I think this is so connected to my next level of income as well.
Mhm.
So just feeling like I can receive my next level of like, which I know is going to be like seven figures from this activate that I'm about to host. And it's bringing in so many aligned clients already because the calls I'm getting on, the sales calls I'm getting on for this level one training, it's like they're not people that need like severe healing. They're like, no, I really want to let go of this block and get to my next level. And like, I'm not used to that. I'm used to being the mommy. So it's like, by the end of this call, if I could just get like like I'm on baby giraffe legs with like not being the mommy anymore. So if I could just get even more settled into that space, I would feel more.
Okay, so instead of being the mommy, what are you now? Or what are you becoming?
I love that. I'm becoming, ooh, a leader. Simply somebody that holds the space. And I have a lot of trust. I have a lot of trust that if people are paying me, it doesn't mean that I have to give them an arm, a leg, and my whole soul and my sweat and my tears. Like, if they're paying me, that's more for them, which makes me feel like trust.
Perfect.
Hmm.
So at the end of this, how will you know that you have this freedom, this space for more aligned clients, that you can receive your next level of income, that you're fully able to step into being a leader, holding that space, you're full of trust? How will you know you have that?
Well, right after this call, I'm going to make a post
Okay.
sharing who I'm calling in and being really bold about it.
Mhm.
And internally, what I feel is as soon as you said those words, it felt like all my energy dropped from my head about this situation down into like my sacral.
Perfect.
And I felt this like sense of detachment from people. Like I finally got me back.
Okay. Love it. Okay. So I'm actually going to not start with your client. I'm going to actually jump all the way back to your sister. So, when your sister was in that space and you felt like every phone call, it was your responsibility to make sure that you were there, because you felt that if you weren't and something happened, it would be your fault. So, during that time, what did that make you feel?
I was terrified. I was terrified. I was scared. I was like really sad because I didn't know what to do. So it's like I felt like shame too because I didn't know what to do. Um, Guilt for sure. Because I felt like it was my responsibility and I've protected her my whole life and now I can't protect her because this is something that like she would do on her own. Oh, that was weird. That just came out.
So, what
I
did you
felt like
take?
a loss of control.
So, what did you take it to mean about yourself that you couldn't protect her or stop her or change her mind, or like you couldn't do anything about it? What did you take that to mean about yourself?
I'm stupid. I'm weak. I'm a failure. I don't actually know what I'm talking about. I'm evil.
What specifically makes you evil?
Because if I am this like person that's into mental health and God, like, how do I not know how to stop somebody from doing that? And what made me evil at the time, which she actually did say to me, was that I had moved to Mexico. Even though it was the best time of my life, I finally started hosting retreats and all these beautiful things were happening for me. It was the first year of my business and it just took off. And I felt so guilty that that was happening for me. And I was evil because now my sister, she needed me and I wasn't there physically.
So I am just going to derive like a little bit of what I know about you to kind of ask this next question. So I know it's not necessarily fair to everybody else to be like, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
It's just I remembered something. So I remember you talking a lot about being parentified as a kid, right? Growing up, like you were the parent, and this is your younger sister, you said,
Yeah.
yeah. So because you were almost this parental figure, right? Kind of going back into that mommy, you were this parental figure and space for your sister. Your relationship became more than it needed to be because it wasn't just sibling and sibling. It wasn't just like, I'm your sibling, I've got your back, I'm here for you. It was pretty much, I'm your mom and you're my child. And so, with that, your emotions can totally skew, right? So, when you talk about feeling like you have to breathe life into everybody else, how is it a problem that you're breathing life into people that you didn't choose to breathe life into?
Well, one, it's gotten me into patterns where then I'm not breathing life into myself ever because I'm so hyper focused on others. And two, if I didn't choose to breathe life into those people because it's not my role and I'm doing it, I don't know, it just makes me feel really like a slave. Like, why did I give myself that? Why did my psyche give myself that role? Um, it feels a bit controlling.
What did you need from your mom that you didn't get?
Damn, I never talk about my mom. I'm so like suppressed from what I needed from my mom, because she was such a NPC in the house. Like, just went to work, came home, very quiet, good Indian wife, good Indian mother, never spoke up, like, never had an opinion. I really needed her to protect me when my dad was yelling at all of us. And outside of it having to do with my dad, I needed my mom to like nurture me. I never felt that like soft feeling like, oh, like my mom has got me. Like I've never felt like my mom hugged me or like nurtured me or like I felt like I could run to her. Oh my God. And now I'm making myself the person that everyone runs to. I've
I mean, you
never
did.
like when I'm in a pickle, my mind and my body never goes into like, mommy, I need my mommy. Like, you know how that's like a common thing of like kids needing their mommy? Like, I've never ever uttered those words out of my mouth.
Okay, because it's you. I'm gonna say this with
Yeah.
so much love. There's a part of you wanting to become a mom that is a massive away from.
Wow. That's crazy because this is like the year that I feel like I've been really saying that out loud too, that desire.
You wanting to be a mom and have your own babies and kids and all of that. A good part of that, not the whole thing, but a good part of that is an away from. Because
I
you
could,
almost want you want to prove that you can be a better mother than your mom was. And you can use these examples of being there and helping somebody through something as proof that you can be better than your mom was.
yeah, because she wasn't there for me. She was really sweet,
Mm-hmm.
but she was never there for me.
So with your sister, you kind of blurred the line between mom and sister, more so when you moved to Mexico.
Uh-huh.
Because when you moved, you were like a sister leaving a sister. But that's not how your sister saw it. Your sister saw it as her mom abandoning her.
Yeah, she did. She did because then she finally got a
Mm-hmm.
therapist and like it made her go get a therapist. It made her go get a job and like all these things.
And so
Um,
the
yeah,
reason it felt like, and this one is a little bit of a mind read, so please like accept what doesn't, like
yeah,
accept
yeah,
what
yeah.
applies, reject what doesn't. Based on that, it seems like the reason that you feel like a slave is because you didn't get to pick and choose when you got to be her mom and when you got to be her sister. So it felt like you were this slave to her because she was looking to you as a mom. No fault, no blame, no shame, no nothing like that. But like she was looking to you as her mom, and you would blur the lines and go back and forth because you're like, well, sometimes I'll be that protector and that nurturer, and then sometimes I'm just going to be your sister and I'm going to go live my life. And
Mhm.
and it felt like you couldn't really do fully either of those because you didn't get to control when that happened.
Yeah.
Your sister was expecting it all the time.
Yes, that is so true. I never looked at it that way. It's so true.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she would always give me shit whenever I would travel or like do my nomadic activities and all that kind of stuff, especially when she would be going through a depressive episode.
Mm-hmm.
But she would always guilt trip me, almost like how my parents guilt tripped me all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you never really found you you did. You did find a way to leave that specific environment. And there's a reason it's that specific part of that environment is coming back up now with this client, right? Because this client is you chased her. So now you've almost been like, wait, unconsciously, like you're realizing what you did as with your sister, and you're like, okay, wait, no, 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 I'll chase you, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll make it so that you can stay around and that I can help you and all of that stuff. And then at some point you realized why, like why are you doing that,
My
right?
unconscious mind is wanting me to resolve the thing that happened with my sister my whole life with this. Yeah. Because
It's
now I am conscious and I'm like, why? Yeah.
Your unconscious mind has brought this pattern back into your life so that you can close the loop,
I'm ready, girl.
so that you can go to your sister and just be her sister, and let her know that it's okay that her mom wasn't there, and she doesn't need to have a mom in order to receive love, nurture, and support.
Yeah. The irony is that her and my mom are really close.
Well, yeah, of course, because you left.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do want you to hear that protection, nurturing, support, love doesn't necessarily make somebody a mom.
Mm.
It's not a complex equivalence. Can you be a mom and be protecting, nurturing, supporting, loving? Absolutely. Can you be all of those things and not be a mom too? Yeah.
Hmm.
So they're not tied together. So, Navjot, you don't have to be mommy in order to still provide all of those things to the people in your life.
Wow. And if I detach that, then there's actually going to be like healthy boundaries and limits to what I'm doing because I'm not taking it on like this is my
Not
child.
control. It's
Yeah,
not there's not the control.
yeah. There's like so much space in when I take the word mom out of it. There's like space within those words and how I express them.
Mhm. Yeah. You can guide, you can lead, you can teach, you can inspire, you can motivate, you can nurture, you can protect, you can love. And it doesn't mean you have to be their mom. Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
So what do you get to take that into the future with? Like, that's not really the question I wanted to ask.
Hmm.
Clear the screen. Knowing that, moving towards the future, what do you see being different in the mommy versus the leader, teacher, the guide?
Well, I almost feel like even the message I sent her today is kind of me tapping into it already. Because I said, look, I support your decision. There's no judgment on my end. I really hope that you get the support that you need. And I sent her some resources. And I felt like that was already me coming from a state of love. Like, I don't feel like that's me being evil or like those old things I just said. Like, and moving forward, it's like I can have this, like, it's almost like my energy is here and I'm giving the love and the nurturing rather than my energy being like, like a hovering helicopter mom.
Yeah.
So like I feel like I don't need to like hover and helicopter anymore. It's like I can actually be like grounded and in my body and just provide and like even if I'm saying the same thing, I feel like it's going to make a huge difference
Mhm.
in the potency of what I'm saying because I'm then letting them still have their autonomy and their responsibility and all that stuff. Like it's not my responsibility. When I'm hovering and I say the same thing, let's say it's a piece of advice or hey, like believe in yourself. Like it's so much different when it's coming from this. Like believe in
There's
yourself.
like control. Like when you're
Yes.
close to it, there's like control. And it's like, well, I'm giving you this advice. You better go do something with it.
Yes. And then I'm like watching to make sure, are you believing in yourself, And like instead I'm like leaned back and let's say I'm saying the same thing, like, hey, you can believe in yourself. Like you have that choice. It's still nurturing, it's still loving, it's still coming because I care from them, but I'm not losing myself in the process. And my sister, every time I've backed that lesson was really hard in 2021. So I've had to do a lot of conscious effort to lean back from her every single time she starts leveling up in her life because she's not expecting me either. I think I train people to expect me to do things for them. like live their life for them while I'm living my own life. And that's not what a life coach is. I did not sign up for that. And I feel like that's what I've been doing with some clients that trigger this mommy thing in me.
So if you were to just think about everything you just said, what would have, if you were to pick out a specific word, what would have been the most important word that you just said in that whole thing? It's kind of a trick question because I'm not really expecting you to say the actual word, but you might.
It was probably really unconscious, so I don't know what it was.
Take a guess.
um, I don't know. Did I say the word freedom?
No, and the word is choice.
Yeah.
You, by releasing that control,
Yeah.
you're allowing people to have their free will back.
Ouch.
Because everything is because they get to then make the choice. You don't have to make it for them.
And I think my unconscious mind had to get it to an extreme of someone choosing to kill themselves to for me to like see this, how extreme it was in my brain. That even at that extreme, that's still a choice. That's not on me. And that's really hard for my ego to take in right
Now,
now.
now, are you going to just be like ignoring them and never talking to them and not wanting to support? No,
No.
no. And when you can allow somebody else to have choice in their life, they become their own responsibility. They are not your responsibility.
Yeah.
Your clients and their success, it's like what Jen says, right? You have to do 100% of your 50%, and they have to do 100% of their 50%. And
Yeah.
so, yes, do you have some level of responsibility in supporting your clients in their life? Yes, that's what they pay you to do. Do you have to take 100% responsibility for 100% of their life? No, you do not. Like, we love all of you. And I don't come home with you at night. So, whatever choices you make are your own choices. Once you hang up the phone and you hang up the Zoom, I just got to hope that whatever I said sticks and that you take it and you do something with it. I can't be there to hold your hand and say, okay, now we're going to do this. And then we're going to microwave our dinner, but only for 30 seconds. It doesn't need a full minute. Okay. And then, no, stop it.
That's like literally me. And I keep hearing in my intuition right now, this is why I'm not receiving like 20 to 30 people in my level one training yet, which
Fucking
is my goal
exhausted.
because of the way I'm doing it is exhausting. And this training, my goal is to have 20. My first one was 9. I never reach more than like 8 or 9 in my retreats. And I think it's because of this. If I let go of this and give people choice, I will have way more impact income. More people can get the work because it's like at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's like this beautiful knowledge of the wisdom of the breakthrough process. I'm like more people can access it if I just fucking lean back and give people choice.
So, to bring this back to about you, where have you been denying yourself choice in your life?
Hmm. Well, I definitely don't. I definitely choose that it has to be hard for me to make money. Like I have to do all this convincing. I feel like there's no choice there. Like it can't just be fun and easy. And like, why not? Why not? Can I just fill up 10 spots like this next week? I'm limiting myself there.
Hmm.
Choice. Sometimes I feel like If I don't go to the gym in the morning, I will not go the rest of the day. So it's like I deny myself to choose when I go to the gym if I decide to sleep in. So then I just don't commit to it for the rest of the day because I'm being so rigid about that. Do you feel like there's something deeper?
Yes. And yes, and so when you think about the things that you want in your life, like where you want to go, the things you want to have, the person you want to be, the environment you want to have around you, all of that. When you think about all of that, where are you denying yourself choice? Where are you saying like things have to be this way, or I have to have somebody hold my hand through it, or where are you overly controlling something?
Well, with dating, controlling the timing of it.
And
I don't know, Isabella, can you tell me?
we were talking, we brought it up, and I smacked you with a Wanda, and then I moved on. Smack you with another one.
I want to be a mom.
Yeah,
Is that the Wanda?
your whole future family.
Yeah, I want to be a mom and I want a family and I want a husband like tomorrow.
Hmm.
And maybe I feel that my choice is limited. I don't know how it relates to choice fully, though,
What are you afraid of?
that it doesn't happen, that I will be childless and familyless and husbandless my whole life. I mean, I
That's
don't
how
know.
choices, that's how choices played it. You would have all choice taken away from you if it doesn't happen.
Hmm.
What would you take it to mean about yourself if you remain familyless, childless, husbandless for the rest of your life?
I don't know, just thinking about it makes me feel really hot in my skin.
Hmm.
It would mean that I didn't close the loop because I already grew up thinking I was familyless. I don't feel connected to my family. They didn't want me. So if I don't get that in a new family, that's just really sad. I would feel cursed.
For what purpose do you want to have a family?
So I can build and grow, nurture, not do things alone anymore. Like have support.
Okay, I'm gonna ask kind of a weird question.
Mhm.
Do you want a husband and kids so that you can be a wife and a mother, or so that you can be taken care of too?
I think it's both.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say you probably like you're torn your way for motivations like almost 50-50.
Yeah, I would say before it was definitely it's a part because there's like the part of me that like wants to do it so that I could provide and like be the wife and be the mother and like just I just feel like I'm gonna be so like the towards in that role, those roles, I just feel like I'm gonna kill it, right? In those roles. Like I'm ready for that next level of growth in my life to have those roles. But then the away from in those roles is like the control part of it, where it's like then I have people I need to helicopter over, right? And then the other side of it is not about those roles. It's like, yeah, being taken care of. Which feels more foreign to me, actually. The being taken care of, that one feels more foreign to me. The wife and mother and wanting that role so that I can take care of them, that feels more like familiar.
Mhm.
I don't know what it would be like for someone to just want me and take care of me.
If somebody did want you and take care of you, how would that be a problem?
I mean, a problem. Well, then I would have nothing to do.
And if you have nothing to do, how's that a problem?
Then I would just have to receive and just um I would have trust.
So if you would have to receive, how is that a problem?
I don't trust that. Like, what's the catch here? Then I would be looking at, okay, what's the catch here? Like, is this person cheating on me? Like, what's the other ways that they're going to be betraying me now that I'm leaned back and just being taken care of? There has to be a catch because it's not just that.
So how is it a problem that you don't trust it and that you're waiting for betrayal?
Ouch! Ouch, Isabella!
I got a basket full of Wandas I've been itching to give away.
Well, that's a problem because it's one, not what I fucking want. And two, that's not love. That's not me allowing someone to love me like if they wanted to. That's like me assuming the worst of them. Like,
So how is it a problem that that's not what you want and it's not love, but you're expecting it?
oh man, it's a problem because then I run away from the thing that I want the most and I just keep doing the whole hyper independent thing because that's familiar and I can control that. It's also a problem because I don't know why this word's coming up, inadequate.
How is it a problem if you're inadequate?
Yeah. Well,
How is it a problem? if you're inadequate.
Well, then I'm fake because like I'm a fake loser because on the outside I'm saying I would do really great in those roles, but on the inside I feel like nobody would want to put me in those roles because they would just be using me and betraying me anyway. So I would just be like faking it.
So if you're inadequate, you're faking it, you're a fake loser, you're just going to get used and betrayed. How is that a problem?
I'm not worthy of the thing that I want the most.
Okay. I'm just going to check. I want to make sure that we're like at the part. And if you're not worthy of what you want, how is that a problem?
Because then I'm chasing something that keeps running away from me.
And how is that a problem?
Uh, I'm not safe. I'm not secure.
Do you think that you're not safe and not secure some of the time or all of the time?
Some of the time.
I have a feeling that if I asked you, how's that a problem a couple more times, we probably might end up at death. Like if you're not safe and not secure, how's that a problem? How over and over and over. Yeah. So
Mhm.
somebody needs to do a parts integration with Navjot, please. This needs to be integrated like now. Connect with her, integrate it so that she can actually have the things that she wants and be safe and have trust. Because the part of you that has the toward motivation in wanting this family is the one that knows that you can have trust. You can
Mhm.
trust that you can be supported and loved and nurtured and taken care of. That part of you knows that you don't have to wait for that like other shoe to drop, right? You don't have to be expecting betrayal or any of that because you know that you're safe. You know that you're loved. You know that you can trust and all of that. So the toward part of you that wants your family and all of that stuff, that's what it knows.
Yeah.
The other part of you,
Mhm.
it's like, fuck that.
Yeah.
It's like, don't you know? Don't you know? This is just what's gonna happen. So why bother?
Hmm.
And that's what scares the other part of you because the other part of you, that's where it feels like it won't happen.
That's exactly what that part thinks. That we can't trust it and it won't happen.
So, I mean, I would definitely have somebody not only just integrate that part, but release no trust. Well, you would probably integrate no trust, like no trust, not worthy, used. Those would all be things that you would integrate because it sound from this like it's only part of the time.
Yeah, and I feel like those have come up in all my breakthroughs, and now my reality's changed where I actually do have proof of people that love me and I can trust, that I can lean on.
It's the beauty of spiral dynamics.
I know. I would love to integrate all these parts.
Mhm.
Definitely no trust and not secure. I feel like those are huge.
Yeah,
Cool. Thank you, Isabella.
you're welcome. So hold on, because I don't want to leave you in your shit.
Okay.
Um, so the part of you that is like so excited for this parts integration that you're going to receive, hopefully this week by somebody. Um, I do want you to know, part or not, that allowing choice to be present, not only for your clients, but for yourself, is the path to freedom.
hmm
Because, I mean, it doesn't sound super positive, but freedom is an illusion. There's no such thing as true freedom. And having choice, that's about as free as you can get. Because then you get to make the choice. You have the free will to make the choice. And
hmm
then you get to experience the consequences of that choice, positive or negative.
hmm
That's freedom.
Mm.
And then knowing that you're allowing space for more aligned clients because you can see how actually laying back and kind of like letting them figure out their life instead of you trying to figure it out for them, you're not only going to be bringing in space for more aligned clients, you're going to be bringing in the money that reflects that, because now you're not like choking the universe saying this is how it has to happen and this is when we're going to, no, you're like, it's going to happen and it's going to be great. We're going to have like 30 people in our next retreat, and it's going to look like this, and they are going to have an experience that they came here to have, whatever that is, and then
Yeah.
the universe will deliver that. And integrating this part hurts. I would release betrayal. Doing all of that can now allow you to fully step into being that leader instead
hmm
of being on those baby giraffe legs trying to figure everything out. You can step into being that leader because that leader, your words, is full of trust.
hmm
So you're not only going to, you're not, no longer going to be part leader, you're going to be full leader.
Yeah, because it's embodied, like if I trust that they'll figure it out, it's going to be in my body language too.
Yep,
hmm
absolutely.
Cool. So when you say
So,
release betrayal, you mean like on my timeline?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. And then just integrate the rest of everything. I mean, if you're going to go release betrayal, if you want to throw like not trust, like not trusting, not worthy, not safe, not secure, and a balloon with betrayal just to like be safe, sure,
hmm
go for it. I'm never going to be like, don't do that.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. I
for
mean, all of
sure,
the
integrate.
part. Yeah. Is there a way you can send me a picture of your notes with all of those?
Absolutely, I
Yeah.
can.
I probably will have someone more do like a parts and then a rapid release or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. I had a small piece of paper, so it's like 3 pages.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay,
Wow. That was
so
wild.
almost one more thing. Where's your energy in your body?
Mm, to my heart.
Good. I like that. It's better than your head. It's not quite
hmm
into your sacral yet, which is okay because we
Yeah.
got to release, clean this stuff up so you can fully embody it. But it's in your heart.
hmm
Do you feel like you have me, like yourself? Do you feel like you have yourself back?
I do.
And when you make this post, this very bold post about what you're going to be calling in, do you feel not only confident in making that post, but aligned in the types of people it's going to attract?
Yeah, I do actually. I'm
Perfect.
actually really excited about it.
Perfect. Okay. So then, are you feeling whole and complete with where we got to today?
Yes,
Yay.
100%. Thank you so
Oh,
much. That was
you're
great.
welcome. I love it. I know. I'm like, come hanging around some more. It's
I
nice to see
know.
you.
You too. I'm so happy that I did and I listened to that calling. I have a call in a little bit, but it was so good to see everyone too.
Yes.
And Anna,
Yes.
Ellen, Bridget. All
Uh,
right.
all
Thank
right.
you.
You're so welcome. So, knowing that we've got a couple minutes left, are there any questions, any comments, any observations? Um, yes, Kathleen, betrayal is a supercharged emotion. It's linked to hurt. So hurt is the regular one, and betrayal is the supercharged. Yeah. Any other questions, comments,
I have a question.
observation? Yeah.
Oh, of course I do. Can you talk a little bit more of how you were finding the toward and away from in in this particular in this coaching session?
Mm-hmm. So I did acknowledge that I did use a little bit of kind of what I knew about her to bring that point up, and her motivation has always been wanting to prove something, wanting to she could prove that she could do it, prove that she could be this, prove that she can get somewhere, prove that she can have something or be something. And so knowing I knew that her wanting to be a mom was really important to her. So when I kind of laid it over her being like the way that she was reacting and describing to being a mom to her sister, that's where I kind of I inferentially, not inferentially, I derived from the conversation that there's there is a way from motivation in why she's doing something. And it's because she didn't have it from her mom. She didn't have the mom. So her she really, really, really wants a family. So even when I had asked her, like, what did you need from your mom before I even brought up her wanting a family, she was like, wow, she's like, I don't really ever talk about my mom. Like, she's like, I kind of just like don't go there. I usually just focus on my dad. And so, like, to me, that was like, okay, there's definitely some stuff there. So it was a little bit of how she reacted to being the mom to her sister, and then how she reacted to not having what she needed from her own mom. It's kind of where you get to that toward and away from. And then getting into choice led down into, I was like, it's not about going to the gym. It's about it's the thing that you want the most in this life, which is to have family. And she's like, I don't know. It was unconscious because she couldn't see how it wasn't a choice, or how she felt like there was no choice. She's like, okay, maybe I'm following, but I'm not following. And she's like, well, yeah, I'm afraid that it's not going to happen. I'm like, well, there's your no choice, right? So the some of her away from is also she's afraid that she's not going to get it. So she's really trying to grasp at straws. She's really trying to work towards it because she's afraid it won't happen, which is more away from motivation. Does that answer
Gotcha.
your question?
It's
Okay.
it's weird because I'm still fuzzy on the whole toward away from. I feel like everything ends up being away from at some point. So um that's maybe there you go. We can take that into
Cool.
the
I'll
next
see you.
hour.
I was just gonna say, I'll see you on breakthrough mentorship in 15-20 minutes.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Uh,
Um, I've always been fuzzy on that whole toward away from thing, so
Perfect. We can chat about that on
I'm still
another
trying to parse that out.
call. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody for being here today. This was lots of fun. I will not see you all next week. Next week, hold on, to make sure. Yeah. Next week we are in Activate. So there will, oh, okay, there will not be hot seat or breakthrough mentorship. I know it says breakthrough mentorship still on the calendar, but I think that's just because it might just be showing up on my calendar, but I'm not sure. I'll check with Hunter, but it's not happening because we're all going to be in Activate. So, and it's offer day. So we definitely won't be making that one work because we'll be making money. Yeah, Ellen.
There's also on my calendar business accelerator call.
Yes, that one is still happening because it's before Activate. So that one
Okay,
will happen
that
still.
will still happen,
That
but
will
the
still
other
happen.
ones will
It's
not.
just not going to be breakthrough mentorship just because we'll be in Activate at that time and we'll be at the beginning of the day, which is like we want to make sure that we're all in there for that. So so I will see you all on August 4th. Yay. All right. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you later. Some of you I'll see on the next call. Bye.